is the 77 WABC minicast.
We are all mourning the loss of our dear friend, Ernie Anastos. And joining us now here on Katz and Cosby is the star of Good Day New York, also former Fox 5 New York co-anchor with our beloved Ernie, Rosanna Scotto. Rosanna, John and I are just in such shock. I can't even imagine how you felt. We lost an icon. We lost an incredible human being.
I have to say, Ernie was a friend. He was a mentor, somebody I looked up to. He was a good human being. You know, I called his mom, and I called his wife, Kelly, and I said to Kelly, I'm sorry, I'm lost for words right now, but I just want to tell you, you had a heck of a man. He was a good man. And, you know, Rita and John, you know, everybody's talking at Fox 5. Whether you were on camera, whether you were off camera, whether you did the maintenance for the building, whether you did the cleaning outside the building, everybody loved Ernie. Everybody had a story where Ernie made them feel good, valued. And that is such a gift that he always found the time to make somebody feel good.
Roseanne, we worked together for almost 50 years. I know him, maybe 45, 50, I don't know. You know, you lose track of time. We did the scholarship dinners with them. I remember the first scholarship dinner we did with him, we gave away $500, and that was a lot of money back 45 years ago. And we did, you know, the big dinners that we gave away hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then between me, you, and Nick Gregory, for 12 or 14 years, we did the Greek parade. I remember being out there in the streets for all those years.
First of all, I have such great memories and photos from the Greek parade. We loved doing that parade with you. And Ernie just felt like he was with his people. I mean, I would have to be hold security for Ernie because basically everybody wanted to talk to Ernie. They wanted to shake his hand, and he always, like I said, made everybody feel special. But I don't know, just doing the Greek parade together, I felt like I was in such good hands with Ernie because I was like, I don't really know all these people. And he would say, don't worry. You know, I will take care of you. You just add the Rosanna charm. And he just made you feel like, okay, you could handle anything. But such great memories of the parade with you and Ernie.
Rita?
You know, Rosanna, I think about also early days with Ernie. And I remember when I was on Fox News, I would toss to Rosanna and Ernie all the time. And the first time I met him, he's like, I'm the Ernie. And that was back in the 90s, too. And you have some great stories, Rosanna. When you were first introduced to him, I didn't realize this until recently, that you were introduced to him in college. Tell us about that.
So back then, there was a woman on the air on Channel 7, Eyewitness News, Roseanne Scamadella. She was the Rosanna Dana. She was the first woman in local news on TV. So my family knew her. I was interested in following in her footsteps. And she said, you need to talk to Ernie. And so we all went out to dinner. Ernie couldn't have been more gracious with his advice. Just fun, disarming. We went back to Eyewitness News. He had me dancing on the desks because even back then, Ernie was a cheerleader in the newsroom. And anyway, he kind of gave me like a blueprint on how I needed to navigate, go out of town, get experience, come back to town, do, you know, whatever I needed to do to get on the air. And it worked. And then lo and behold, 20-something years later, I'm anchoring besides Ernie Anastos, which was a beautiful full circle moment for me. And I loved working with Ernie, a professional, somebody who knew the business inside and out. You could depend on in a breaking news situation, calm and cool under pressure. And a heck of a lot of fun off camera as well. We would sing, dance, and we shared an office together. And so sometimes we'd have a few hours in between newscasts. You know, it's hard to keep your energy up in between newscasts. Ernie would have us doing karaoke. He would get one of those toy accordions from Cracker Barrel. We'd go out and serenade everybody in the newsroom. Like, just so much fun to be around. You know, when they say it, they don't make them like they used to. They don't make them like they used to. They throw away the mold. He
always had a smile on his face. I mean, I can't believe he was 82 because he looked like 62. And if I remember back a lot of things, one year we did an event for Hiroshima, the 50th year anniversary, and we had Michael Douglas at the house, and we had Yoko Ono at the house, and we were in Michael Douglas was having some kind of problem. And Ernie ended up in the elevator, my home elevator, with Michael Douglas, and Michael Douglas got upset because he thought that Ernie was, attack him on his problem. But you know something? that wasn't Ernie. He told him, I'm not going to bring it up. And all he did was talk about the mayor of Hiroshima and the rebirth of Hiroshima. And it was he loved people, and he never wanted to hurt people.
And you know what else I'm going to add to that? He loved his family. Anytime, as a working mom, I always had, there were struggles. Sometimes the balls were not always in the air. They were falling all over the place. And Ernie would be very comforting and say, take care of your family, because when all is said and done, it's about family. That's who's going to be there for you. And he was right. He was right.
Well, Roseanne, thank you for coming on with me and Rita.
Rosanna.
We all feel the same way. And you know how we always remember Ernie? If we talk about him, he's not past.
I know.
So let's keep talking
smiling.
about
him. When I think of Ernie, guys, I think of a huge smile and so much love. How lucky were we to have him in our lives?
So positively, Ernie, we love him. God bless.
God bless. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John and Rita.
Thank you, Rosanna. Wow, John, we are going to really miss Ernie. Big time.
And I tell you, it's very sad. You had some other breaking news?
Yes, we do.
Breaking news, WABC.
Well, President Trump, the news keeps coming with him, John. President Trump is saying that an ex-president told him he wished he had bombed Iran, saying, I wish I had done what you did. Well, then the press was saying, who? So what do you think? That he wouldn't reveal it, John?
I'll tell you who it's not. It's not Biden or Obama. So it leaves you Bush or Clinton.
Yeah, my bet's on Clinton.
My bet's on Clinton, too.
What do you think, John? Who's your bet on?
I don't think it was a Republican.
Yeah. All right, that's a good answer. I would say my bet's on Clinton.
All right, that makes it
What do we all stand for?
Truth, justice, and the American way.
God bless America.